because I'm making fun of
Oh,
Dino.
we're live.
That's okay. Let everybody hear what I was saying. Okay, so Dino was saying, "Hey, I need to find an intro or something like that." I said, "Let's just get started. I mean, we don't need the." Who is it? It's the land shark. Stay on target.
Land shark. So what's going on, guys and gals? Welcome to the Points of Articulation. This is our Christmas special. As you can tell, we're so festive today.
We just want to say that G-Force is going to be joining us pretty permanently, right? So thanks for jumping in and being part of the team here.
No worries.
He's the only one that's been doing homework.
I know. Did you say that? Did you build that bat signal?
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome, especially you lit it up.
Yeah, let me pull you up.
Out. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's still learning how to use the controls on this thing.
And just has a little
welcome to this very professional episode of
Christmas light pack in it, and turn it on, she glows.
Yeah, that is actually really cool.
Thank you.
So what do you use for the base?
Foam.
Can you show that up one more time? Show it up, because Can you show it one more time?
Because he was having trouble making you full screen, is what it was.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's awesome. Yep. Really cool.
It was a fun build. I never did anything like that before, so it's cool.
So, what did you? Do you have a Batman section in your room? Were you gonna put that?
I have a whole big thing of DC Multiverse back there. So find a spot for it somewhere.
So let me ask you a question. I know you have that like statue out in the front, and you have some other like collectibles spread out, but is this pretty much it? The focus room?
This is mostly my 6-inch room, and then all my TVC stuff is in my bedroom.
Okay.
What's in the bedroom? The 8-inch?
Well, I don't like to brag, but
the 12-inch room.
Where are the hot toys?
Water's cold and deep in the toilet, I'll tell you that much.
So you want to say hi to a few people and wish them all a happy holiday?
Who are you asking?
Silver Scratch.
Hey,
why is my computer so slow today?
He does a lot of custom builds and stuff like that. If you haven't seen his channel,
White Shadow's here. Hey, White
Shadow. Apparently, he knows everything. That's what I heard today.
He knows something.
Yeah, he knows something, I guess.
Rolando, what's up, Rolando?
Hello.
Salacious. Oh, Salacious. He's on vacation, right?
I guess he's permanently on vacation because he doesn't know how to get to the post office. That's for sure, and he doesn't know how to fill out customs forms. This is what we've discovered.
Oh, is that what it is?
Have you done an unboxing on that yet?
No, I'm gonna do it out in the backyard with my spit roaster.
Nice. Should I do the other Regal robot statue that I'm holding for him?
Oh, that would be good. Yeah.
We could do a simulcast.
The other one.
On his defense, he was playing PlayStation 5. So.
What do you mean the other one?
He got the 3 Wise Monkey Lizard statue that they did.
Oh, and you haven't shipped that off?
No, I'm holding it for ransom.
Don't worry about it because he won't fill out the customs forms.
Hey, Left Coast. Good to see you. Rick is waiting for a package still, I think, from
he's gonna send me a Gentle Giant a blue dude on a card.
3-0?
Yeah, he was showing it off earlier. He's gonna send that to me.
Nice.
In my dreams, but
hey, Gary. Good to see you.
Gary.
Let's see. Duffman's here. Hey, Duffman.
This is why I do like 0.8 seconds on each chat.
It takes me that long just to scroll down.
Duffman's dioramas.
Let's see here. I think is that everyone?
I don't know.
Miss Linda's in there.
Who? Lobot's here. Hey, Lobot.
Lobot. Hello.
Back in the G spot. Yeah.
Let's see. I can't wait to see the spit roasted. Yes, it's not gonna be battery powered. I'm gonna hand crank that thing right over an open fire. I actually bought some Duraflame logs to get the wood started.
Nice blue-green flame.
I'm gonna get it super hot. Hey, Linda. Let's see.
It's Linda.
What are customs? Who does customs? I am really nice. I really am nice. I got some stuff from Left Coast that I ordered, and they arrived, and I promptly put them away and did not show them off or take any pictures.
I got this one today from Left Coast.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Does he sell that?
Yep.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
What the hell was it? I can't think of the name of it. It wasn't Teespring, but it was T something.
TeePublic?
TeePublic?
No. It's on his in his descriptions. He had
teacups.
I got the Luke and Leia pins, but I wanted to put them up. So what I did was I actually stuck them behind my Luke and Leia in there.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
If I could
how
get
I
him,
do a lot of my pins.
Threadless. That's it.
Yeah, if I could get him to send me all the card backs he's ever done, like I would put them against the wall in the case, and I would make sure that like the figure was over the color mark and that you could see the card back in there, right? I would spread it out a little bit more.
Look cool.
Yeah,
but
I have a few like that.
He won't do that. He's too busy.
He will. You have to send green.
No.
Paper.
He's too busy right now planning his trip to Hasbro Land that they just opened.
Did they?
Because he can't wait to go see the Little Pony people, whoever they are, and some other land. I don't know what they got. You didn't see that on Twitter where they were like, "We're proud to announce that we opened some Hasbro theme park in Canada."
Oh no.
Yeah.
See right there.
And I'm like, yeah. And I'm
it's in writing right there, Vern.
What? I could do that. All right. Well, let's talk about it because I like to dress up those little cases a little bit better.
Yeah.
I've seen that other people got those little colored boards in the back, where it's like a strip and it's got the different colors. But I think it would be super cool to have those little cards because they actually have an image of the figure and it would just go against the back and then you'd see the figure and then you'd see that card. I think that would be really cool.
Yep.
Well, don't you have any cards?
What do you mean? I don't have any. I have no vintage Star Wars figures on card. 0.
No, I know, but don't you have any Left Coast cards?
Yeah, I just showed you. I put my Luke and Leia, and I have Boba Fett back there. Then I have
the image is so small, Vern.
Then I have the Yoda.
Take it down. Here we go. Show it again. Let me.
You got to make them big.
Okay, so right there, I put Yoda, right, and then over here, I got my Luke and Leia in the back, and then I got like a Boba Fett. Yeah,
that's how I have mine set up too. Yeah, it looks good like that.
But if I had more of those cards, I mean, I think I would spread out the figures a little bit so you could like see them, and I think it would be like just as cool as that display. I think you've seen it, right? Padawan has like that big box and it has like the glow colors. But I think something like that for a backing would be super cool.
Yeah,
definitely. Get on it, Rick.
Yeah. Or
one sheet.
Or you know what he could do? He could take the size of like this baseball bat case and he could like make a strip that would just fit in the back and then have one card that would have multiple images on it, but it would be
what do you do?
Something like that.
You ask what image you want on it?
Yeah, I get. No, maybe you just do something like it starts with like the first 12 or something like that, and maybe they're like 4 sets of 4, or maybe you only have to do them so long, but you got to make them so they'll fit in there, and then perfect height, whatever.
I like the single ones because then you can customize. Because my shelving only goes 5 figures.
Yeah, can you
Why?
imagine how many of those kinds of cards like he could sell for people who want to stack their
Hold on a
figures
second.
in front of them or something like that?
We're getting a tour, a room
Yeah.
tour to the
So
12
these
inch.
are Rick's
This is
too.
the 12-inch room.
Oh, those
These
are
are the posters. So he could do something like that.
yeah, like that. He's saying that he made case backgrounds 4 years ago, but I mean,
Here's the TVC
I
room
was
just
I was too busy
for
hiding my
y'all's pleasure.
collection 4 years ago,
No.
right?
I hear you.
I mean, like we moved into this house 8 years ago, and it wasn't until about year 3 that I actually decided that I was going to start taking stuff out of my like totes and stuff like that, and like decorating one of the rooms because it used to be kind of like a working office where I had like a desk in here, and I actually did some stuff like that. And then I would like have a couple of figures here and there, and I used this room kind of for like crafting a little bit. And then about 3 years after we were in here, I was like, I'm going to get these shelves. And then I got this corner shelf and I started putting stuff on it. That's this one. And then I started putting stuff in there. And then I picked this one. This was my parents. So I got this from them. And then I decided this is going to be like my Star Wars. So I put all my Black Series up here. And then, I mean, now it's just kind of like taken over. But it used to be I'd have more comics and books out than anything else.
Hey, Mr. B.
Mr. B.
This has always been my toy room once we moved in here, but it didn't start out with this massive, amount of toys. I've always had a lot of toys, but I kept a lot in boxes, and I sold a lot through the years.
Yeah.
But it started just really. I think I had a yard sale, and somebody traded me Micro Machine playset I had, Star Wars one, for a vintage Death Star. And once I got the vintage Death Star, I started getting. I'm like, I want the Dagobah. I want to get some of the playsets that I had but didn't have. Yeah. And then I started rebuying and just getting stuff that I didn't have, things I did have, and then it just, it's like a gremlin, man, a mogwai. You get it wet, and next thing you know, it starts to spread.
It's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have I had my G.I. Joes were out for a while too. And I have some vehicles, G.I. Joe vehicles, but none of them are really complete except for I think my Snowcat is like the most complete one or whatever. And I've never really had any Star Wars vehicles at all, unless you count like Jabba the Hutt or those little. I had that one little car that the snow trooper would ride in with the 2 wheels. I have that somewhere, but you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I had that, and I just okay, whatever.
Mini rig.
It's one of the mini rigs. I recently
this one over here. Let me show you. Is it this one?
I recently picked up near complete Slave One, but I'm missing the ramp on the back, the door on the back, and no collector that I've asked so far that keeps saying I got boxes and boxes of stuff in storage. Not one of them has one.
Yeah.
That seems to be the hard piece to find.
So I think what I'm going to end up doing is probably trying to 3D print something. I think.
So how do you feel about Power of the Force 2, Slave One? It's the same mold as the original.
So maybe I can just find one of those ramp doors and then just
let me show you.
I don't have any problem with that. Like I worked at Target when the Power of the Force figures were popular or coming out. So I used to buy them, and I remember I had and I still had them on card, but I had like 100 of them. And I remember trying to sell them at one point, or however many. I had just a bunch of them. And I remember I had the whole lot for like $20 on eBay, and nobody would give me $20.
I have like 6 bins full of them.
Yeah, nobody.
And then finally,
what? No, the back one.
Are you missing this or this?
No, that.
This?
That door. Yeah.
The ramp.
Yeah. I actually have to tape it because it doesn't stay on right.
Can you just take the tape off and put it in an envelope and?
So would you be fine with something like this? Or is
I have a Slave one. I have
but this is the Power of the Force 2. This isn't the original.
No, I wouldn't buy that for me.
No, it's got
No.
to be the vintage one.
But no, because I have it. What I'm saying is that's the first vintage vehicle that I really ever bought for myself. I never had one as a kid or anything like that. I got it recently, and that's the only piece that's missing is that rear ramp.
Yeah.
So, but I would buy the ramp off of that and put it on mine and be just fine with it,
Yeah.
because it's just in my collection. I think
Yeah,
the
th-
power of the force wise, I think I have a speeder bike.
It's kind of cool because it has a handle right underneath it, huh?
Yeah, the vintage one too.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
know what? I actually
this room started out as a 3D printing farm.
Oh, that's
That's what
cool.
it was gonna be, and then I just started collecting toys, and I was like, oh crap, I need a place to put all them.
So, how many 3D printers do you have?
I have one, and it's not working.
Okay,
I
because when you
bought
said
a second one, and it never got delivered, so I had to go like 6 months fighting the company and the post office trying to get my money back, and it was a whole ordeal.
I'm gonna make a video to put on my channel. It's gonna be the last rant of 2022, and it's gonna be my ordeal with Hasbro over the Sergeant Krill that had the broken arm.
Yep.
I went for like a week and a half just trying to get them to send me another Sergeant Krill, and they were basically saying we could send you something of equal or greater value, and that's all we could do, or refund your money, and
That's
then
so
you can
silly.
rebuy it. And I'm like telling them that I bought it on sale. So are they going to give me the sale price, and are they going to make me pay for shipping again? It's a huge order, but and then how it turns out and stuff like that, and then that'll all be in there. But
Can't wait.
oh my gosh, they got my blood pressure so high at one point.
Hey, collecting with cool.
My favorite multi-million-dollar company that doesn't know how to do an even exchange.
And what is that equal or greater value nonsense? I
That
want
means
this. This is
oh,
what I bought.
so just as like a little teaser, Sergeant Krill retails for 28 bucks.
Hey, Blue.
They sent me a figure that retails for 24. And they told me that it was of greater value because I only paid 20 because the
It
figure
was
that I got was on sale.
right.
And then I tried to tell them that the figure that they sent me is currently on Amazon for like $9.
Right?
So how does that
they-
work? But man, it just boggles my mind that they think they just own that. Well, they do basically just own the
Yeah.
market, right?
Yep.
And so it's like they can do almost whatever they want, and all you can do is like suck it up, complain about it, and then get the figures you want anyways.
Hey, Mark.
Dino, I was out on Ringside Collectibles today. The sales that they're having,
I know.
$3, $8 for wrestling figures. I was like, oh, that's so dangerous.
I know. I had a cart filled with stuff, but I'm like, I just feel so guilty right now because
Yep.
I
Because of the
buy a
holiday.
bunch of figures for myself, and I'm having a hard time, uh, choosing what to get the family because
Yep.
nobody. I mean, for me, I don't know. I think I'm easy to buy for, but I'm not because unless you know what this is, you can't really buy for a collector, can you?
Right. Right.
And I can't buy clothes for my wife and stuff like that. So I don't know.
Yep.
It's so this whole month has been pretty dry. I haven't really bought much.
Because you don't know if you're getting something.
Well, I told my wife I want what I wanted, and I told her order it now because it's free shipping today only.
Oh,
Hurry up.
so I do those Amazon lists with the family, and
Yep.
then I'll send somebody my list, and it'll be like, you can just pick something on there
Yeah, that's a good idea.
if that's what
Yeah.
you really want to do. But I have like a different like idea, right? Like, so people always send me like, hey, I want this or I want that. And a lot of times I just want to get them what I'm interested in getting them, because I almost think that sometimes when you give like a gift, it's like I want them to see who I am. So
The thought process
yeah,
behind
so I'm giving them
everything. Yeah.
something that I like that I think they might like. You know what
See,
I
you
mean?
don't
Not
know the true meaning of Christmas, man.
capitalism,
That is
but
not
I
the
always end up
true
getting
meaning.
people what they want, right? Like nowadays, it's kind of like it's easier just to like, okay, give me a list. But I do like
Yeah,
that, you know, when you're shopping and you're thinking like, um, oh, I know somebody who would like this, and I
yeah,
would like it, but I know somebody who really likes The Mandalorian, who might think, hey, this is pretty cool because it's Christmas themed, but they don't
yeah.
collect figures or something like that.
My best friend, he's not a toy collector, but he loves Jingle All the Way. So I got him a Turbo Man.
Oh, that's
So
Yeah,
kind of
I
cool.
great.
don't know.
I
Hello,
love this.
Brady
I bought
Turbo.
two of them when they
See,
were in the store, and I paid full price, and I'm proud of it. I love that thing.
Yeah.
does
Thing
it
was
does it
what?
speak Spanish? That Turbo Man? Does it have a Spanish?
No,
Do,
it
do you
doesn't
think
break
that it
apart when you open it.
It
should it
should.
should it have come with a switch where it's like
Oh,
it did all the English things and then like you switched it over and then it spoke Spanish so you
That
could
would be
like
pretty
have it in
good, right?
either mode, right?
Hey,
that'd be
Connor,
cool.
good to see you.
Hey, Connor.
Connor's been doing a
Ern
great
sent me
job
an
with
out
his
of date jar of pickles.
unboxings.
I did. Well, did you get them? And were they good? Damn, I didn't know that.
So I haven't even I've been like shopping, but I see things and I'm like, I'm really not into it. Like I even saw She-Hulk, the new She-Hulk, and I was like not really into it. I
Really?
didn't really care for the color
Yeah, I think
of
it's
the
one
green.
of the best figures. I think because I like the show so much.
I like the show a lot too, but I don't know. There's not many things out there that are making me say I need that right now.
If
Mm,
when this goes on sale, if it goes on
I
sale or
need
clearance
therapy.
or whatever, I'll definitely pick a couple more up. One
yeah.
of the things that I'd like to do with the figure is steal the shoes
Yeah.
for other figures. I
And
think that
that
would
wave
So now
is
you're
such
doing
a
shoe swapping?
mismatch. It's
what's
like all over the place with Hawkeye and She-Hulk, and
Yeah.
it's all over.
but I got the Hawkeye and the Kate Bishop, and I
They're
dig
nice
those
looking.
figures. Yeah, I got them up there,
Yeah.
and I like them.
Yeah, they're good looking figures.
Yeah, but you're right. I mean, I didn't get any of the. What was the other show that they had where the guy turned into like the superhero, but he had the split
Moon
personality?
Knight.
Yeah. See, I
Moon
don't
Knight.
remember the name of the show because
I
it
only
was
picked up Moon Knight. I didn't get Mr. Knight or
because I'm worried about the Mr. Knight, like because of the suit body. I don't want
yeah.
it to be like your standard suit body, dude. That if it's not like fully posable and if they didn't re-articulate it or whatever, I mean, it's just another figure with a suit.
Another suited body with a hood.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will pick up. See, they're having a lot of sales on the Marvel figures right now, but that wave, She-Hulk and Hawkeye and stuff like that, they're not on sale. So
Yeah.
if I see She-Hulk, $20 is doable, but the 22-25 range, it's like put a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh yeah, Wakanda forever.
I broke down and bought her because she was on sale for $17.50.
Yeah,
So
that's
Hey,
nice.
Chris.
Chris.
So I did pick up Moon Knight though. Can I show you?
yeah, did you open it?
As long as it's handy and you don't have to get up and walk for it.
Too late. Too late.
So these I absolutely love.
Hey,
I'm
Joe.
I'm done with those.
I like them.
They were so cool when they first came out, and then it just seemed like they put so many of them out there, right? Like so many
Yeah.
different ones. It was like every day it's like there's a new one to go get. And it was just over to me oversaturation really fast. And unless I see it in the store, I'm not even looking to see which ones they're releasing because I'll be like, oh, I gotta have that one, gotta have that one. But I'm
There's only
only
4 in this wave that's new
what?
though. There's only 4 in this wave that's new.
Yeah, only 4.
Yeah, but what about like Marvel Legends? There's like 8 in a wave.
Oh my gosh, yeah, but half of them are repainted bodies and they're characters that I really have no connection to or anything like that. So I'm good with them just putting them out. But these little ones are kind of like so cool because they're on card that it's like you want to have them because and I'll leave those on card, for the most part, all the ones I bought, I've left on card, except
Yep.
for a couple of doubles I opened for like my grandson to play with.
Yeah.
But it got to the point where like every time I went in there, it was like, oh, I got to buy like 4 more, and I'm like,
There's
what?
37 of them. I have them all.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
they just came out. They
I
just
don't
came
think
out
they
this
released the
year.
waves that near each other.
And
thought
are
they
they
were pretty
still
separated.
$9.99, or they crank them up to like
No,
12?
they're like
12,
$12 now.
Yeah, so
$11.99. Yeah.
$11.99.
let's do the math on it. If you had to have them all, right? And we'll just do the $9.99, right? So you said there's 37.
$370.
Oh, thanks for doing the
Well,
math.
look at
I was
behind
at my
you.
calculator.
Ricky, right?
I was
Look at
going to be able
behind
to
you.
calculate that
37
out.
times 10.
I was going to calculate that out with my calculator. It was going to be pretty fast.
How many figures do you have behind you at $25 a pop?
Which
Yeah.
where?
Right behind you. All those figures are like
I only
anywhere
have
from
3. I only have 3 right here. What are you
over
talking
your
about?
other shoulder.
Okay, so here's a little secret about this collection here. I started collecting Black Series when they were in the orange and blue stripes, and I have some of those still like in the box. Like I put them back in the box. I was still keeping my packaging back then. So if I found an extra or something like that, I would do that. But probably half of these figures, if they're not in the last couple of years or a year, came out of like
Goodwill.
auction lots from like Shop Goodwill.
Yeah.
So what would happen is I would see like a Greedo, and I wanted to make sure I had a Greedo. I wanted an extra Greedo head or something like that, or another body or something like that, so I could custom. I would see Greedo in there, and there would be like 3 or 4 other figures, maybe a Stormtrooper or something like that. And at that time, the whole lot would sell for 15, 16 bucks, and you'd end up with 4 or 5 figures. Maybe they didn't have weapons, maybe they did. But I've bought so many figures like that where because this isn't even all of the Black Series I have. I have a whole bag right here on the ground that has like figures in it that are like extras, right? So I have probably like
with all missing heads.
I have like the New Hope Han Solo, the original one that came out. I probably have 5 of those because he was so easily accessible. Like everybody bought one, so they all ended up at like Goodwill. I have 2 Tauntauns up there that did not come in the package when I got them because I didn't buy those sets, but I got those 2 Tauntauns in lots. Now the Han Solo
excuse here.
Yeah, and then the Han Solo that rides the Tauntaun, I picked him up separately from one of the Tauntauns. You know what I mean?
Can we say hi to somebody that popped in?
Yes.
Joey, the Padawan collector. Merry Christmas, Joey.
Joey.
So Joey's starting to collect play sets and stuff too. So good luck, Joe.
Yep.
Yes. Good luck to your wallet as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a lot of. I was buying that stuff before, it was cool.
So I
think I'm the one that made collecting this cool.
Oh yeah. Because I wasn't even. I didn't even want to come out of the closet until you started showing off your collection.
Right? Exactly.
So with collecting vintage and the play sets, you got 2 things that you have to do, right? You either have to decide I'm going to buy all these play sets or I'm going to pay for my house.
Yeah. Well, do you get play sets? See, when you get play sets, you pretty much want the box too, right?
I don't know. It just depends on how you're collecting them.
Yeah.
The way Joey's going about it, he does want the boxes as well.
Yeah, I like it that way too, because some of them I'll display out of the box, but I definitely like the boxes with it. If I can get it with the box, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'll be right. Hold on, I'll be back.
There you go. So I think Blue Harvest is looking to sell his Palatoy Death Star. So there's a good question for you. Do you think the Palatoy Death Star should be included in collecting playsets? If you're going to collect the entire wave of playsets, do you think the Palatoy should be included?
It depends for Joey's purposes. He's basically doing the Kenner runs, so then Palatoy would be excluded. But I know he does want one as well, and I think any collector would love a Palatoy Death Star as well,
Yeah, I think if you're going to collect anything outside of Kenner, I think that one would be the one. I don't think
Yeah.
like the Jawa, Land of Jawas, the base is a little bit different. I don't feel that is as necessary. It's not that much of a difference compared to like the Palatoy Death Star is like a complete.
And like the X-wing was different. It had
Yeah,
a different engine compartment or whatever on the back of it. It
the
didn't
land
have the
speeder. I think
electronics.
the land speeder, the hood didn't open too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Kenner, Canada.
Kenner.
Lefkoe says so. I think Lefkoe has a couple of them, so I'm sure he can. How many do you have, Lefkoe, of the Palatoy Death Star? He has at least one.
What does he have?
Dino's got the best one.
Palatoy Death Star.
Oh, he has the Death Star?
Yeah, he has the Palatoy
You
version.
know what's missing from my collection?
The Palatoy Death Star?
Yeah, but I don't want to pay 1984 for it.
Is that what it was going for back in the day?
No,
$19.
he had that skiff,
Yep.
Oh,
and it was
yeah.
1984. Yeah.
Yeah, I would. That was one of my. I would love that one. That's
Yeah.
actually one of my.
Well,
I
he
couldn't
had one.
believe that was so rare. Like that struck me as odd. I was like, really? The skiff?
Yeah, it's amazing, right? But it was in a fantastic looking box.
Yeah, it was minty.
Yeah, looked good. I
The
mean,
sail barge, right?
no, the
It
skiff,
was the
the little one.
smaller skiff that
Oh.
went around the sail barge.
Is that what he was selling? I didn't even know he was selling that one.
Yeah, can you imagine like the sail barge and that skiff are close in price?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I have the skiff.
The
Want me to
newer
show
one?
you it? Want me to show you it?
As long as you don't have to get up and walk for it.
How about if I?
He loves walking in that room.
Oh my gosh. Which one is that?
The skiff.
From what year?
1983.
No, that's a Power of the Force, right?
It is. It's actually the one that they sold at Target. It came with the Sarlacc pit.
So where's the Sarlacc pit?
It's over. It's in video number 12 coming
Can
up.
can you go get it?
Video number 12.
Just put that down right there and go get the Sarlacc.
Do you want to see the Sarlacc?
Dean, I really do love your videos though, because you get like his appreciation. It'll just be like, oh yeah, I forgot about this, and he'll just start playing with it.
Yeah.
I know I'm in the middle of making a video, but oh, sorry everybody, I got sidetracked. Now what?
I think some of the toys need to be out of the box and shown and played with a little bit, you know. Some of them you can pan through, but some of them, like the fawns, you got to see his feature of his thumb clip.
I don't think
people
anything,
went through they went through the heartache to make this.
yeah, I don't think anything needs to be left in the package.
I forgot all about Fonz's thumbs until you showed that. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And then there's a lever on his back to make his arms go like this, so we can go, hey.
Yeah, I mean, like, oh, hold on. Let's see. Does this one have one?
I'm trying to read some of the comment.
Oh, never mind. I had like a old thing that had like a lever thing on it, and I opened it. It was probably like 15, 16 years old, but I took it out of the package because I wanted to play with it.
So Rick says the Canada Death Star is thicker and better quality.
Counterfeit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Could you make your own Death Star? Because you made that little tiny one out of paper or something, right?
I could make it as big as I wanted. It's just I need a printer to print out, and you just got to size it up.
So you can print out those images, like trim them really nice, and then just spray glue them onto like foam board or something like that, and make it really sturdy.
The guy, if you watch some of my toy room videos, you know the Sears Cantina place that, and also the Sears Bespin Cloud City. That was made by a guy on eBay, and that's exactly what he would do. He would get thick cardstock.
Hold on,
just stick it right to it.
I'm gonna look through the chat.
He actually made the Death Star, and that's how I kind of got in touch with the guy, because I was trying to get him to make me one, but he couldn't get the material anymore because the place that he was getting it for, they ran out or something like that. I don't know, but he couldn't do it anymore.
Okay, so I looked through the chat just to make sure that you didn't have to tell anybody what Sears was.
Yeah. Do they have Sears? Everybody knows what Sears is, right?
Well, everybody.
You know what Zayres is? Did you have a Zayres in your area?
No, we used to have the Montgomery Ward.
Yeah,
Montgomery Ward.
Yeah, Montgomery Ward.
And then there was another store out here that was like a Montgomery Ward type. No, not more like a upgraded Thrifties maybe, or something like that. I can't remember the name of that place.
Service Merchandise.
No, it was something else. It was like a one word. I think it was more local. But
TJ Maxx.
No, that's everywhere, and it's gone now. But we used to have a place in Atwater that was called Sprouse Ritz.
Sprouse Ritz.
Yeah, Sprouse Ritz, and it was like almost like the Thrifties, except for they didn't have ice cream.
Woolworth.
Yeah, everybody had that, right? Woolworths.
Yeah. So I did go to a
Zaire, Montgomery Wards.
I did go to a
Blue Harvest. Dino has a channel.
He always does that, man.
He watches
all my channels. Like as soon as they come.
Every time you plug a video from now on, I'm gonna go ding, ding.
I don't think Blue even watches any of my stuff. He never comments.
Ding.
But I went to Goodwill and I got this.
Is that a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Turtles.
No, Grocery Gang. $2.
Grocery Gang.
And I got this.
What is that? Is that from Casper?
Yeah.
Salacious gonna be jealous.
It's not broken either.
No, it works.
It doesn't work great though. It's supposed to make some noise when you pull his tongue, but it doesn't.
See, Joey might know the store that I'm thinking of, and it's not Newberry. It's not Newberry.
Newberry Comics?
No, that's something different. But there was another.
Strawberries. Remember Strawberries record store?
I don't know. It was popular. I remember. Anyways, everything I want. What?
So you guys done with your holiday shopping and all that stuff?
Picked this thing up this week.
Nice. That thing is. Let me see. That thing is massive.
Like,
yes,
against my body, it covers my torso.
Dang.
Yeah.
Turn it sideways. Wow, look at that. That's crazy.
That's a good looking book. Let's do a side-by-side comparison.
You still want to trade or no?
Page 1. Page 2. I signed it for him. That's me. Ooh, look at the blue. Oh, I got color in my book before you. Let's just get to, oh, look at those cards.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, look at the images in there are gigantic, right, of that card. So that's all Jawa right there.
Size cards and figures.
It's a lot of work.
It's a wild book. Wild book.
Yeah.
That's a fun look through. That's for sure.
I'd slam it down on the card table, but I'm scared it'll collapse it.
So, do you have any carded figures?
Me?
Yeah.
I have the only card backs I have are Lando, Skiff Guard, and Gamorrean Guard, and they're from my childhood figures. But I pulled them off the card and stuff.
Yeah. I have a few cards too. Nothing left on card.
Yeah, those are the only ones that survived.
I didn't get a book.
I used to have my cards because what I used to do was in the third or fourth grade, we made these books in class. They were like was like we did all these pages with like artwork and stuff like that, and then they showed us how to like make a bind for them and put all the stuff in a binded book, I remember.
Yep.
And then what I did was every time I had a card, I would cut the bubble off and I put that card and I made these little bound like type books with all my cards in it.
Your cards.
And I have no idea where they went.
I just had a shoebox that was full of all my G.I. Joe and Star Wars cards, and
Yeah, that's super cool.
ruined.
So I tell this story again, like when I was little, or not little, but when I was probably, okay, so we moved around. My dad was in the Air Force, and we moved to Northern California, a little town called Atwater, and it's next to Merced, which is the gateway to Yosemite. So that's the big claim to fame, that you can go to Merced to go somewhere else. Right? But my dad had built a pond in the backyard out of like concrete. So it was like this like 4 foot by like 8 foot by like 5 foot pond. And it had like a little fountain and water would pour over it and stuff like that. And we had that for 4 or 5 years, and we had like fish in it and stuff like that. But it was always very murky and always had like that moss down at the bottom. And at one point, my mom was not happy with it anymore. So she's like, I'm going to get rid of this pond. And you're not just going to break that up and like
Right.
get rid of all that concrete. So what she did was she was just filling it in. And for filler, she just went in the garage and grabbed boxes of my stuff and threw it in there.
Oh shit!
So there's a concrete pond in the backyard in this property in Atwater that who knows what is actually at the bottom of that thing.
What treasures are in there?
Yes. There's probably some Migos, some 12-inch G.I. Joes, maybe some vehicles, some vintage.
So my sister popped in. Say hi to my sister.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey,
Gail.
D-Nat.
Hello,
She's
Gail.
a toy collector herself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
More than do you guys ever do you ever compare your collections? Do you ever like
No. I
like
don't know if she actually collects like I do, but she definitely loves toys. She had her own little toy store at one time and things like that. So I don't know. Let me know, Gail. Do you still have any of your toys? My daughter got me that. We do a secret Santa
Uh-huh.
every year. We pick a name out of a hat, and she chose me. So it's a like you do like a ornament or a Christmas theme, and this is what she got me, a little ornament.
Is that Krampus stealing children?
Krampus stealing the children. How cool is that? Love it.
That's pretty cool.
Do you guys do Krampus at your house?
I don't know what that is, but no.
Like Krampus
No.
on a mantle?
No.
No.
I have an elf on a shelf. I only bought it because I was going to cut off the outfit and put it on a 6-inch figure. But then when I got it home, I started thinking, oh, maybe my grandson will have fun with this when he comes over. So
There you
You're
go.
not supposed to touch him, Vern. You're not supposed to touch him. Don't you know
well, I
the
had to
rules?
touch him when I got him at the store and brought him home.
And especially undress him.
It's not undressed. It's like once you cut it off, there's no body or anything.
No?
It's just
Oh,
like
that's sweet.
stuffing or whatever. It's,
You
didn't cut his head
it's
off?
going to be a plastic head, a scary plastic head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the Snoop on the stoop?
I haven't seen that
Yeah.
yet. Everyone's
That
talking
was
about
hilarious.
Shanti got one. It's
Yeah, she
pretty
showed
funny.
it off on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then the
Famous
Martha
Maya.
Stewart one too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was funny. So wait, hold on. I'm trying to read. Let's see. Oakhurst Studios Island. What? Joey wants me to go dig it up, but the thing is, we no longer own that house, so
They won't mind.
it would be very interesting because the fence abuts a school, so you could easily get into the backyard by climbing the fence from the schoolyard, right? And then at night, I mean, as long as you do it without a moon out there, nobody's really going to see you.
Might hear
Maybe
the pickaxe.
I'll draw a map for anybody who's interested.
There you go. Little treasure hunt.
Something like that.
Just go up there with like some official construction gear on and just be like, yeah, town sent us here to dig up a wire.
I had thought about it. Because when we cleaned out that house, um, and we were doing everything like that, like getting everything out finally, I thought about going in the yard and like seeing if I could dig in there. But the problem was in the summer, it's like 110 degrees.
Yeah.
And so like you just don't want to be in the sun. And that day I was like, oh no, there's no way. I imagine I'm so used to this very temperate climate now that, when it's like 62 degrees, I'm wearing a jacket because it's freezing.
Yeah,
Then I
you'd have to do it like an archaeological
Yeah.
dig. You couldn't just go in there and hack away with shovels. You'd break
This is true.
everything
This is
that's
true.
in there.
Did you
Did
see
I
all
ever
the snow I have in my area?
Yeah, I
With
saw that. It looks awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're getting a
Did-
big storm. It's supposed to be getting a lot of rain tonight.
Yeah. Like this Migo, this is my Hulk from when I was a kid. Did I
Yeah,
ever
I
tell you
want
guys the
that.
story of this thing?
Yeah.
So
No.
I had it. It was probably one of the last Migos that I had in the garage. I had a box, and most of them were like parts because we used to change the outfits. And one day, I don't know why, but well, I know why I was taking the trash out, but I don't know what happened. I took the trash out, and I was going to get ready to put it on the street, but I brought the trash from the kitchen, and I opened up the lid, and this dude was sitting right on top of all the trash.
What?
And I was like, "How the what? How?"
Your
Like,
wife?
it's just so weird. No, when I was a kid, and I
No.
was like, oh, and I had to take him, and I was like, well, I'm not just going to put him anywhere. And I was already out of the house, and the door was locked, so I wasn't going back in. So I ended up like hiding it on the little shelf of the chimney. On the outside, the chimneys go up, and they like go like that.
Yeah.
So there's an area, and I just put it up there because I was like, oh, if my mom sees it or whatever on the fence, she'll just throw it back in the trash or whatever. So I saved it, but I forgot it was up there for like a couple of weeks.
Oh no.
Just sad.
Well, I think my mom threw away all my Star Wars everything. I went camping with my dad one weekend because my parents were divorced, and I brought all my Star Wars. I put it all in a bag. Came back home. I think I put the trash bag full of toys in the kitchen, and she just tossed it.
No, I don't think that's what happened.
That's what
I think
happened.
yeah, but I think what your sister could clear that story up. What happened was you
She
went
sold it all.
camping with your dad, and your sister saw that bag and said, "Hey, mom, now's our chance to throw this out."
Yeah, maybe. No, she's a huge Star Wars collector herself. She has well, I don't know if it's hers or her kids, but they collect right here a lot of the early 2000. They had a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Ton of Star Wars.
Yeah, I went to college and I came home and all my wrestling, my G.I. Joe, my Motu was all gone. The only thing she left me was the Star Wars stuff. It's like, oh,
It's like,
why?
What happened? I used to have these two these like tabletop pinballs. One was a Star Wars and one was the Justice League of America.
Oh yeah.
And if you know about those two pinballs, the Star Wars one isn't very valuable, but that Justice League of America was actually a more valuable one. And we were like garage selling and stuff like that. And then I remember saying like, I don't need both of these pinball machines. And somebody got rid of the Justice League one, which is the one I would have chose to keep. But because they thought, of course, I wanted Star Wars.
Hey, Chris.
Merry Christmas.
I still have a box from Chris that I have to open. I've had it for a couple of weeks, but I want to save it because I know it's from Chris, and there's some goodies in there. So I kind of want to save it for Christmas Eve or Christmas morning.
Chris packs some good boxes.
Yeah. I saw what you got, man. I was like, ooh, I want that. I
couldn't believe it with those wrestling figures. I was like, holy crap.
When he was showing some of his collection at his mom's house, and he showed those, I was like, ooh, I want those. And then you open your box, and I was like, oh, there they are. Oh. Yeah, really awesome.
Yeah, Ghost is a great guy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fun. All
I
right,
got
so it's coming up on that 8 hour. You guys want to say bye to everyone and Merry Christmas?
for sure.
Sure. Everybody's like, wait a minute, what happened to the homework?
I think we're taking a break from creating anything. It's been so crazy lately.
I created something
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did.
for all of us.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, for all of us. I haven't done anything lately, honestly.
Yeah.
Not to. I think I'm gonna, yeah. So tell me what you think. So this is the original Black Series Wampa that I have, and I have that newer one also that doesn't have like the blood. I guess the blood on the face or whatever, right? Have you
Now
seen it?
that's the one that has the arm that comes off.
They
I
both
think
they
they
both
both.
have an arm that
Yeah.
comes off, but
Okay,
it's a little bit different paint structure on it. And
gotcha.
this is the original, the one that came with
Okay.
like the Luke. So have you seen the trailer for the uh, Jedi Survivor?
I
Yes.
There's a
haven't, but
scene
I
where
heard
the
you talking about
Wampa's
it.
like, right, but he's like kind of dirty and brown, and I'm wondering if I should paint one of them or if I should just wait it out.
You think they're gonna make one?
Well, I don't know. That's the thing is like if 2022 is any guess to what 2023 is going to be like, I would say why wouldn't they? It's one of the easiest things they can crank out, right?
Yeah.
Because
Wow.
Or
See,
you
because
have
White Shadow says paint the new one.
yeah, they just
yeah.
crank it out again and paint it and release it.
Yeah.
And it's not like they have to do very much except for change the paint on it, and it's like just another repack repaint, but it's something and make it a gaming grades deluxe or something like that.
Yeah, but what's a burn? How many figures have you made that shortly after Hasbro has made it?
You know what? I did customs for almost all of the Mandalorian figures, Grief Karga, Moff Gideon. I did a Quill. I did
Migs.
those, and they did release them, right? And
Yeah.
but I had them on the shelf, so I was able to take pictures with them and stuff like that way before. That's really the only reason that I do it is because I don't have a lot of patience, so I just want to hurry up and have the figure to do stuff with the other figures because I think they miss the mark a lot of times when they release figures, right?
Oh
They,
yeah,
they have a
100%.
show, and honestly, like how long did it take to get a Beskar Mando? Right?
Quite a
We
lot.
had the regular Mando, but he was only in one episode.
Right.
And
I
then
would have bought all the Moon Knight figures if they released them when the show
when the show was on, yeah.
Now
Yeah,
that how many months did it take for it to hit the stores? And then I'm like,
almost a
I'm
year,
done
right?
with that. I'm not interested.
I didn't even
And
remember
then
the name of the
we
show.
had the adverse with the Black Widow figures. They came out and there was nothing to support it. And you're
Right.
like, well, who are these figures? Why am I going to buy these?
Shang-Chi, the same,
Yep.
right? They came out like 6 months before the movie, but that was because of COVID held the movies
Right.
back, right?
Right.
And Hasbro wanted to release those figures, so I get that. I'm just like, okay, so who remembers? So we're in December. Who remembers what Hasbro's very first Black Series announcement was back in January of 2022?
Bib Fortuna with cups.
Nope.
Their very first one of 2022.
Yeah.
Lando skiff.
Nope.
A Boba Fett.
It was a Boba Fett.
I'm sure it was droids.
It was the no. Do you want me to tell you, or you want to keep guessing?
Deluxe.
It was the prototype Boba Fett, the white one.
Yeah.
They re-released in the box, and I remember thinking at that time, like, why didn't they release the Black Chrysanthemum? You know what I mean? As the first figure of the year, since it was like right there on the show. It was because of the Black Chrysanthemum that they made was just awful.
Right. Right.
I've seen that. I've seen that movie, Left Coast. I've seen that. I watched that movie once.
Anyways, it's old news now. So I can imagine. So I'm gonna wait. I want to wait. I want to. So let's take a quick guess. Okay, who thinks that the first figure announcement in 2023 will be some type of a repaint.
I would put my money on that.
No, I don't think Hasbro would do something shady like that.
I mean, it's like, and they are going to go all out. 2023, check it out. You can buy this all new Han
Wampa
Solo.
with brown fur. You can buy this. Are you going to buy the Wampa with brown fur though?
I would buy it with
You
brown
would.
fur.
Exactly.
Coming in 2023, all new. Brown
Chewbacca.
paint.
I do want the Chewbacca with the chain around his neck though.
You know what? You
Cool
could
thing.
just put a chain on a Chewbacca.
I'm a sucker for the card back. I don't even care too much about the figure itself. I like the card back. Like the Emperor on the pegs now in the
Archive.
the flat, yeah, the archive. I don't really care about him, but they put him on the retro card. I'll buy him.
Well, he'll definitely be on a Return of the Jedi card, right?
Yeah, I
You would
believe he
hope.
was, right?
They haven't announced it yet, but maybe that'll be the first announcement of 2023.
Well,
Maybe.
what did they announce? Because something just came out in Archive, and they announced it's coming out for the anniversary.
Oh no, you're right. Maybe it is the Emperor then that they announced, because they did the Emperor. The speeder bike guy is going to be on a card.
Yeah.
And then something else that just came out. Oh, the Lando, Skiff-Guard Lando.
Lando.
On a card, right?
See, I don't have any of those on the regular Black Series, so that's why I didn't buy them, because I'd rather have them on the retro card.
Yeah, well, I mean, so that line's perfect for you.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the Archive for filling holes on figures that I missed. You know.
And I don't open many.
I think like the Archive Emperor is almost perfect for anybody who got the one where he's in the chair and has all the extra heads, because then you can just pop those extra heads on the figure and you don't have to worry about going and finding a head or something. You got them all.
Thank you, Linda.
The Emperor has been announced. Oh, okay. So he has been announced. So he won't be the first one of 2023. And 2023 might be the year that they announce a Bespin gown Princess Leia. Because that would be appropriate for the Return of the Jedi anniversary.
Yeah.
That's from The Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, exactly. That was when the Rancor ate her.
And then this new Luke, right? The Luke that's coming out. That's the one. That's the all new retooled Luke that they were going to sell with the Rancor.
With the Rancor. And
is that
same
right?
with the Gamorrean Guard.
Yeah.
I do want that Gamorrean Guard on card. That is going to be awesome.
I'll pick him up if I find him.
Do you think they put a Salacious Crumb on card back?
I was going to say that probably. You think was he already made?
Yeah, he's already made. He's in that creature pack, and they made him for that Jabba
special
one.
Yeah, I don't know if they do it. I don't know if they'll add him in, because they won't even put in extra hands, will they?
I think they make a deluxe pack and maybe give you a couple of maybe like a deluxe, a couple of characters from Jabba's palace, maybe some skiff dudes, and they throw a crumb in that pack.
Well, if they do Jabba the Hutt with the base and all that in the Black Series again, they can put Salacious with the retro card. That'd be perfect for it.
Salacious Rum will be pissed if they do, because he worked hard to get that little Salacious.
He didn't work hard enough, man.
And that value's going to plummet.
He didn't even work hard to get his own life-size Salacious to get in himself. He just had to go outside and sign some paperwork.
He did not even have to go outside. They mailed him the papers. He had them on his desk. All he had to do was fill them out, put them in their self-addressed stamped envelope, and then leave them in that little slot right outside the door so they could take the mail back.
Well, did he do what he said he was going to do on Monday? Have you talked to him?
No, Monday never comes. I gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today.
That's Popeye, right? That was awesome.
Yep.
No,
Wimpy.
That's
Wimpy. Like Wimpy, yeah.
Yeah, Popeye's the guy who ate the spinach.
No, I know, but that was from Popeye.
Oh, okay.
That was a good one. Yeah, I like that.
I gladly. Target
exclusive with Jabba Bomb. That would make sense, right?
Yeah.
But do you think they do another Jabba just because it's the anniversary of Return of the Jedi, since that was supposed to be a convention exclusive, and did they do it as a PulseCon exclusive?
It would probably be a con exclusive,
Yeah.
I bet.
And then how much would it be? Because that Comic-Con one a few years ago, and
150.
what at Comic-Con that thing I think was like $49.
It's probably 150 with the base and in a Salacious Rum. Because they already made it, right? They've made that before.
They
Haven't they?
did make it before. They didn't make the base. I think it was just cardboard box.
Oh.
Did you ever see Jabba with his bong?
You guys are silly.
Is that how you have yours set up? Probably.
No, Darth Blaze has his set up that way. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
But you can get like if you wanted, you could just find one of these dudes if you needed the setup, right? You find the Jabba, and then
that's not Black Series though, is it?
what? No,
Is that
it's a
Black
smaller
Series?
one. But you get the setup. Right?
Oh yeah, the little hookah thing.
And then you just use the little pipe or whatever. This is I think it's got to be vintage collection probably or something. I don't know. This is another like problem, right? When I get stuff in lots, I don't know where it came from.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm actually a little bit
I mean,
jealous.
this is like this lot was that Jabba, but I got all of the
Yeah,
Padme.
I mean Padme, sorry.
Yeah.
I have those on card.
All of these on card?
Yeah. I don't
Hey
have that
Maria.
one. I like that one. Hey Maria.
And then I got like I think like 3 of these.
Oh, send them on over.
Yeah. You like those? Do you customize those?
I haven't done anything with those yet.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Than this one.
Tea.
So this
what is that? The female box? So females on that?
Yeah, this bag is all those ladies. It was a lot. So this was probably some like a girl's collection, or I don't know, or a little boy's collection. I know that. I don't want to say
on. Exactly.
But it's interesting that the whole thing was like it's all theme, and then there was a Jabba with it.
Do you have the Rancor? From
I have a couple of Rancors. I have the Kenner one, and I have that one that was the Target exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the gaming one or the one from Return of the Jedi?
Return of the Jedi, because that's the one that I took all my pictures with last year with like the Boba Fett riding him.
Yeah. That's the Rancor I need.
Yeah, I think it scales pretty good with the Black Series figures. I mean, it's not too big or whatever. But
yeah, I like that one.
You see how that happened, G-Force?
Did I see which happened?
That 12 minutes ago, Dino was trying to wrap up the show.
I was thinking to myself, so Vern, before he started, he's like, okay, I only have about 30 minutes. I'm going to be out of here in 30 minutes. I'm looking at the clock. It's been over an hour. I'm like, I thought he was going to leave in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Dino's like, I got somewhere to be.
Guy.
Dino's like, I got somewhere to be. I got to go. Oh,
you guys want to do a homework? Oh,
that's cool. Shabby Geek made that for me. It's a little decoupage work.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's a little dollar store easel, and
did he make it? Did he go out to the park and set it up and then do a TikTok of himself painting it?
He should have. He really should have.
Those things get a lot of views.
Yes, they do.
I did not probably do any homework about Christmas pictures. Did you?
My homework was the what do you call it? The thumbnail for this stream.
For
that was my
stream.
homework.
Yeah.
I was gonna take a picture of my Star Wars Christmas ornaments for you, but I said that.
I did save off of my TikTok all these like Christmas. Bless you.
Thank you.
Christmas themed TikToks I did a year or so ago with those Christmas figures.
Mm-hmm.
And I meant to like get in and open these new ones and try to do something too.
Yeah.
But
I wanted to open them up and do some like little like I was gonna do the the Bumble, like putting the star on the tree.
Yeah.
Just doing a quick little stop motion to do that wouldn't be too bad. But I've been too busy, like mentally.
Yeah. It's a silly season.
So
Yeah, it's crazy.
my brother lives out there in Florida now, so he's at Disney all the time. He's Galactic Mule or something like that on Instagram, but he found this one at Disney for me and sent it over. And then I said, he goes, "Do you want this?" And I go, "Yeah, that's the one I call the Poop Trooper."
Yeah, I like that. I'd get that one.
Salacious just got him today too.
Yeah.
The one at Target's on clearance. Well, $15 right now.
Yeah, and then
The
so
Mando.
he sent me that
Yeah,
one
the Mando.
too. And then
They didn't have any left.
the Walmart one's available at Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store.
I saw that. Yeah.
So if you're looking for the speeder bike guy with the Grogu, you can get him from Entertainment.
You can get
He's
the
been in
Wookiee
every
too, right?
shipper I've seen.
The werewolf Wookiee.
I ordered him from Entertainment Earth because
Yeah.
Walmart decided to cancel me because they ran out of stock after they put them in the stores.
Did it even hit the stores?
Yeah, I saw some pictures.
Wookiee?
I saw some pictures that people picked them up in stores.
I didn't see either of the Halloween ones.
I haven't seen the Halloween at Walmart.
Well, somebody was telling me that Walmart's having a really hard time with distribution. So that's why those Walmart ones are ending up at Entertainment Earth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
But
So what is Hasbro saying? Forget it. Let's go to Entertainment Earth.
I don't know, or Walmart said go ahead and just get them out because we can't do it. And then but did you see those pictures? I think it was it Yak Face that put the pictures where he showed you the image art, what it kind of looked like, and then shown under light so you can see that there's actually no two-tone or anything like that. That the fur, you know how the fur looks like it's got like some dark spots in it? That's all shadows.
Huh.
Apparently, like when you get it, it's just one tone of gray.
Oh, really?
Or the ones that I was looking at those pictures, that's what it looked like. So you'd have to do like a wash or something like that.
Yeah. You could put a brown wash on that Wookiee, on that Wampa.
Yeah, that's the dilemma, right? Do I do that or just preserve it as is?
Is it better? Is that one more valuable than the con exclusive one?
I think that in the box maybe, but loose. But right now I haven't been able to find anything for like under like $60.
Wow.
So I did see one auction lot where the guy was asking $80 and $20 shipping, but he had the Wampa, he had the Slave Leia, and he had like two other figures in there. And I was thinking, well, that's two $50 figures. That might be worthwhile. And then you got a couple of extras, Kanan and some other figure. And I was like, you could sell those other ones off for like $10-15 a piece. And then all of a sudden you spent like 60 for, you know, a Wampa and a Leia. And then I thought,
there you go, right there. There's a challenge for you right now. Boom. Head swap time. Wookiee and Wampa. Go.
I don't have the white Wookiee.
Oh, sorry.
Does the Wampa's head even come off?
Yeah.
It does.
But we can do this.
Can you do the Marvel Build-A-Figure guy?
No, I don't.
Right?
I try not to do it. Oh, let's see what it looks like here.
I know who you're talking about.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
The white one.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you know how many Hulks you have, Vern?
Yeah, probably. No.
I
was gonna try to put the Hulk's head on here and just have him holding the thing, but it doesn't. Like if he's holding it, but then I was thinking
like
a regular person's head would look better.
Yeah, it would. The actor that played the Wampa.
Yeah.
There had to have been an actor in there, right?
Yeah.
Because the original wasn't CGI.
Okay, so you asked how many Hulks do I have? Are you just Legends or like every Hulk that I have?
was thinking like your Hulk collection.
Okay, so I got I definitely have these two green ones. I have down here.
Both of them.
Gray, red. I have a couple of MCU Hulks.
I like that one with the orange shirt. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The gray
I
Hulk
have
with
my
that.
Mego there. And then I have like a bigger one. I put it somewhere, but like it does the smashing arms and then it makes noise. Then of course I got those smaller ones. And then I have that new one that just came out this last year, that new Legends that came in the bubble pack.
Okay, yeah.
I got that one like clearance or whatever the sell price was.
Anniversary
You have the Rage
one.
Cage?
Yeah, and then probably like 4 or 5 other little ones tucked away here and there.
Do you have
And
the
then-
Rage Cage?
I don't know what that is now.
You don't know
Where
what
he
that is?
breaks out of the cage.
Yeah.
No, I don't have that. I don't have that.
There was one
You-
that came out in the 70s.
I don't have that.
this one.
Is
That
that
looks like
3D
it's
printed?
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. Yeah, this one, Brian, I'll show you. Can I get up? Am I
Sure.
allowed to get up?
I'm trying to see if I have any more little dudes like sitting around because I have those like little hero clicks things, the little tiny little dills. And
That's
then
the Rage Cage one?
This is the Rage Cage one from the 70s. So he has a little tube in the back where you hook up a pump. So when you put him in a cage, you crunch him down like this, right? So
can
have
you
the
run
cage
over
all
to your
around,
room? Can you run
and
over
then
to
you
your
pump it,
can
and
you
he
run
busts
over
out.
to can you run over to your room and grab the pump?
I don't have. This is the only thing I have of it. But they also made a thing version too.
I think it's in your side table, right?
Yeah, so I had it as a kid, but I don't have all the other accessories.
I'm sorry, dude. That was wrong. That was wrong. That was wrong of me. If anybody misunderstood what that was meant, I just said that because he's got some he plays basketball in his room.
A lot of sports balls.
He does. See, Rick appreciates it. Thank you.
I think that's really cool. I don't have that, but I do remember that.
I was actually going to give you this for Christmas.
No, you
but
weren't.
Since
No,
you
you weren't.
bragged on me so much about it.
You know what? I know that's absolutely not the truth, so I'm fine.
Yeah, there's
I
no
don't
way I could get it
I
to
don't think there's
California. And
I don't think there's one thing in your room that you would ever send to me.
oh yeah, there is. Oh yeah, right here.
Not the waste paper, not the stuff in the waste paper basket.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I had meant to do this one time before. I know we've been. I don't know. Do you guys have to go because I keep talking? But let's say you had a friend who was an action figure collector or a collector, right? And they just stopped in, and it's like Christmas, and they bring you a gift, and so like you feel kind of this pressure to like give them a gift, right? Like because it's the holidays, you like them, not because of capitalism or anything like that. What is one figure in your collection that you really like that you would be willing to give as a gift to this great friend of yours?
Anything I had doubles of.
Exactly.
And this is going to be the last time you're ever going to see the person.
Really?
212, maybe?
Vintage or new?
It's like you ran into your room and you're like, I want to give him something nice.
I know what it is.
You know what I mean? Like, what would you yank out and provide as a gift? I'll show you what I would give as a gift. I would just run in my room and I would grab this Samuel Comic-Con Boba Fett and I would just hand it over.
Yeah, I'm running over, man. Yeah, I don't know. I actually thought about giving. How about this? I got a perfect gift right here. You ready?
Yeah.
Vern, thank you for coming over. It's been great to see you. You know, I would like to give you this gift. Is that all right? It's a Chewbacca.
Yeah, it's from the
holiday special. So I would give you that. Would you appreciate it?
Sure. It's I recognize that figure.
Do you?
Yeah.
Who gave you that?
Burn. You didn't know that I've never seen Lord of the Rings, so
Yeah. So,
it's
really?
okay. I still have it, Vern. I kept it just for
wow.
the sentimental
I
value.
thought you would have passed it along by now.
No.
No, honestly though, I'd probably go and grab. I would probably get something that I customized and give.
Yeah,
To him.
exactly. Right, like this.
That's true. I just took that down in case Rick was still watching because he keeps asking for it.
Yeah, so like if Bob Rum came over, I would give him my custom 3PO with Salacious Rum, the vintage C3PO that I made,
Oh,
and
you know
stuck a
what I would
wire
give?
in his eye.
Do you know what I would give him? I would give him my address so he can.
Pick up his.
That's
This is a Vern
pretty cool.
custom.
Yeah, that's
I got that on Holo Chronicles auction, I want to say.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought it was going to be like some $5 auction. I thought I was going to go for.
Sleeping kept jacking the price up on me.
I did want to get that that book that you have. I think that bidding on that got pretty high.
Did they
They auctioned one off, and I remember,
auction one off?
and then it was the price got pretty high, and I remember at the time I was like, "Let me go check my couch," and somebody says, "I want to look in your couch after I like bid again." But there was like a little bit of a delay too, right? Like depending, because I was like in and out, so I was like on my phone, and at one point I like went outside and I lost my connection from my Wi-Fi and it switched to cellular, so I think it like put me back like 2 seconds.
Oh wow.
And I didn't
Yeah.
realize it until it was too late.
hey,
And I
Dad,
noticed on
yeah,
some streams it's like 30-second delay on some of it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's wild.
Well, that's a setting, on YouTube that you can set the chat back. You can delay the chat. And I think it's because that way whoever's like doing the stream can like take out stuff before it hits
I
the
see.
stream. So I think if you're watching somebody and you see all like the bots pop up, they're not delaying it because otherwise, why would you let that show up?
Why would you see it? Right.
how come I don't get any bots? I feel cheated, man. We don't
You're
get any
obviously
bots on
not
this channel.
looking at the right sites.
Is that
No,
what it is?
I think those things
This
come
computer's
because
clean.
when you put Star Wars or something like that in like the description or something, I think that they're just waiting for the word Star Wars.
Are we supposed to put a description in the?
There's
when
a
we put up the
box.
stream?
There's a box to put description. You've never
didn't
put
know
anything
that.
in there.
I didn't
So
know
I
it was supposed to
usually
put a
try to
title.
like put the links to everybody else's channel in there. I kind of do some hashtagging, right? Just because I feel like, and then somebody else told me once that in the first few minutes, certain keywords will get registered, and then they'll be able to search up by the things that you say. So like it's important in the first minute or so to throw out certain words like, hey, this is a Star Wars, Marvel, whatever, and you want to get that out right away, so that those get registered as like search criteria.
You need to have, instead of Vern rants, it's going to be Vern tips.
My tips always come from somebody else. You want my tips are going to be like ridiculous stuff. Like, don't worry about analytics. Don't worry about like that type of stuff.
I know exactly. I do it to have fun and to hang out with everybody.
It's so
I do it for the money too.
So you guys know my. I think you guys understand my sense of humor, right? Like I'm pretty sarcastic,
Yeah, unfortunately.
And some of the stuff that I like complain about is not really me just complaining.
Yeah,
It's
no.
looking for something to complain about, right?
It's for the views.
It's just it's all clipping. No, but
It's all for the views.
It's so funny how like people want to get so upset because you said one thing like that Paplo card thing. Man, I got jumped on that. I got totally jumped on it, and I was like, "What the heck, dude?" And then you look back, and I'm looking back at the guy who kinda tried to jump me. He said almost exactly the same thing a few days earlier about the stupid mind bender,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Nobody jumped you when you said something," like,
Right.
just drove me nuts. And I try to think, like, why you did you come after me? You know what I mean?
People are just bored.
I do it. I actually mess up on a lot of things just so I can get comments.
Yeah. I mean,
Like when I do toy hunts, when I saw Mace Windu on the
uh-huh.
card, but I call him Obi-Wan Kenobi on purpose so people can call me out saying, "Hey man, that's not Obi-Wan, that's
Like, you
Mace
don't know
Windu."
s what are you
I
not
don't.
a Star Wars fan?
Yeah, exactly. Actually, I actually messed. I didn't mess up on purpose. I messed up, but somebody actually did make a comment saying, that's Obi-Wan, that's Mace Windu, not Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Con
sorry, man.
Connor
I do my best.
Connor said that on Monday I complained because there was nothing to complain about, and I think I did complain one time. Oh, do you remember when I was doing those She-Hulks?
Yep.
I did some She-Hulk videos, like the wrap-ups every week. It was
Yeah.
look, that was a lot. I don't know how people do, like, a weekly wrap-up on a show because that was a lot to keep up with because sometimes, yeah, I'd watch the show and then I'd be like, not be able to film for a couple days and stuff like that. I made up this whole thing about being upset about the prison and the way the prison was built because I haven't had nothing else to complain about, honestly, right? It's like, oh,
Could you believe it?
oh my gosh, why would they make a prison this way? Can you imagine? And I was going to go into great detail. Like, can you imagine the inside of the office right here? You're sitting in there and there's a slanted wall coming up at you. Left coast.
Yeah,
I call
Connor's my number one negative commenter.
Is he?
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody in here is like super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just busts my chops all the time.
Yeah. Well, I think it's fun, like when somebody comes to your like video or something and constructively tells you, like what they how they think you're wrong. And I have one person who kind of went after me a little bit at first, and I think he intended to be like hostile, but hey, I really appreciate your input, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden we had like this back and forth that went like, 6 or 7 replies to each other. And I think the guys come back, to watch more videos and stuff like that. But it's constructive, right? Like it's
Yeah.
like, hey, you can have a conversation with somebody.
I actually made a comment on Geek Dad Life. You ever watch
Uh-huh.
that stream? He was talking about the Eternia playset. And he even made a comment during his stream saying that I'm gonna have to put this on my dining room table. It's not gonna fit anywhere else. And I left a comment in one of his videos saying I gotta I gotta ask my wife if it's okay if I can take the dining room table. And somebody left a mean comment, man. You shouldn't be a collector if you have no space for something like that. I'm like, dude, I'm joking. And even Sean Solo even backed
Oh,
me
I
up.
remember that.
He's like, you got to see this guy's collection, and he was defending me during. It's like, and I actually made a few more comments at the guy, and then I deleted them all because I don't want to get into a
Yeah.
a peeing
Yeah, I
People
mean,
contest.
get so bent over the littlest things, and you're just
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it's like
okay,
it's
How do
like
you
it's
not? How do you not see that as a joke?
right,
like
right.
like like right now I have a Razor Crest, but I do not have it out of the box. It's not displayed because one, I haven't tried to make room for it. You know what I mean? And so that's exactly if it's too big, you just put it away somewhere. But no, you have it, right? Like take it out,
Yeah,
admire it, put it back. But I think it's hilarious when you say, like, oh my gosh, yeah, like how could I don't have space for that Eternia. You know what I mean?
yeah, right.
So I shouldn't be a collector.
You know what I hate when you're like doing a live stream and you're trying to end it, and then
Yes,
you
that is
just
so
can't end
annoying.
it.
That is so
You
annoying.
go
Like it
on for
goes on for
another
the
half
thing for
hour.
40
And you know
minutes.
why I'm doing it, right? You know I'm doing it, but you totally gave in.
I did.
You didn't stick
Well,
to your
it's fun
guns.
hanging out with everyone.
Yeah,
But
yes.
8:30, I got a blaze. I have to have some my daughter and her boyfriends over, and We have company, and we have a whole upstairs full of
Whoa.
guests waiting for me to come up. We're
Really?
eating dinner. No,
What's this boyfriend nonsense?
I know, right? But
You gotta put the intimidation on that boy, Dino.
yeah, no, we had a good time. We actually it's a whole. Yesterday was Drama City, man. It was a lot of stuff going on. Not bad for the family, but a lot of crazy weekend on vacation.
Luggage
So.
fell off the roof of your car. Your credit cards weren't in there, so you canceled them, and then they canceled your wife's credit cards at the same time by mistake, right?
So
And then
we
then they wouldn't cash a check because you didn't have a major credit card. Were those
we had
that's the problem?
one of my daughter's friends came over yesterday for dinner, right, at the resort.
Uh-huh.
And she didn't live too far from the resort, so about, I think it was like 11:30 or quarter of 12, she went home. Well, she went a back road, I guess, where it was a little slippery, and she went off the road and into some snow,
Oh my
and she
gosh.
got stuck. So she called us. So we drove down there in my daughter's car, and we tried to push her out. Couldn't push her out. She was wedged in there. So they called. Now she's going down a hill, right? And she hit a snowbank. So now the wrecker has to come up the hill, and like, so its back is facing her. So he gets the wrecker driver. This is after waiting a half hour or an hour for him to come,
Right.
which is fine. So here he gets out of the car, he grabs the ropes, and all of a sudden we're all standing behind the wrecker, and I'm like, and I tell my my daughter and my son and the boyfriend and the girl, and I'm like, we should back up a little bit just in case. All of a sudden the ramp truck starts sliding down the hill on the ice, turning sideways, and you could see that we all like run onto the snowbank away, and you turn around, you can see like the fear in the wrecker driver's face, and he's like holding on to the side of the wrecker and grabbing and trying to, like, I think he was holding on to the cable. It happened so quick, and it was sliding down the hill. And luckily he pulled a lever where part of the, like, I think, like, if you're towing a car, you know how those it goes underneath the front wheel,
T-bar behind
the
it.
T-bar?
Yeah.
Well, that dug down into the ground and stopped it from going. But when it ended, he was literally underneath the rear tire, like hanging on, like the rear tire was like right here. It was crazy.
Oh gosh.
Crazy.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to watch this TikTok video later, right?
I was like, man, this would have been like, I would have got this one time when here I am, but I did get a good toy hunt in. So I guess that's but yeah, it was a crazy. We didn't get back until like 4 a.m.
This is exactly what happened. It was like you were like this.
Wait a minute.
Darn it, I should have been filming that thing.
Yeah. I didn't bring my camera. If I brought my phone, that would have been some pretty interesting video.
Yeah, that would have gone viral.
Yeah, probably. But no, I gotta rely on She-Hulk eating a strawberry to go viral.
That could
Yeah,
go
right.
viral. That could totally do it. Yeah.
I could have edited She-Hulk in there picking up the ramp truck. But all right, let's blaze and wish everyone a Merry Christmas and
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Really appreciate you all.
Yeah. Thanks. Take care, everyone.
See ya.